If you saw my last video, you'll know that the Veloster blew up. The transmission blew up, it's just cooked. The car's cooked. But we're back, baby. We are back. We got the Veloster back. So we replaced the transmission, and I just want to say I was wrong. I'm not gonna go as far to say this car is not reliable, because it's reliable up until that point. I was making YouTube shorts defending this thing like crazy. But now that I've experienced the old Hyundai ownership experience, and then also the stuff that I ignored, such as, you know, like the mirror randomly deciding it wanted to stop working, the radio deciding it wanted to stop working, the handbrake deciding it wanted to stop working, the exhaust leak, the strange noises, and blah, 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 blah. So I just want to apologize. There's a lot more wrong with this car than I was probably letting on. But with all that to the side, we now have a functioning car, which I am so much more grateful for than even just having the Veloster back, because, you know, just having a car. Now, there is also still one downside, which is technically an upside, but, you know, I don't really consider it an upside. I didn't pay for the repairs. My grandma did. The same one that bought me the phone, bought me the Versa, and then eventually bought this car with the insurance money from the Versa. I'm 18. I need to start solving my own problems. So I need to be responsible and start saving up some money, because the last thing I want to be doing is taking unnecessary money out of my grandma's pocket, because she already does so much for me. So before we modify the car anymore, we're going to be doing some basic maintenance stuff to try and improve the longevity of this car. And we're going over to Eli's house to install this new mod. And I know I said I was gonna do longevity mods, and this is technically a longevity mod. I'll explain more later. Believe it or not, before all of this happened, I got the sponsor, and then I also had bought this, and it was en route when it happened. This right here, this is the cold air intake. I got a blue one to match the rest of the car. I like you. I very much like you.
In car terms, this should take about 15 minutes.
Yeah. I said that I was only going to be doing mods that will make the car better and more, you know, reliable and stuff. And this technically is that. Now, I know it looks like a performance part for you non-car people, but well, I mean, technically it is. Hear me out. So the normal intake, it's good and all, but since I have the exhaust in the car, we have an imbalance in pressure, one might say. It can flow out better out of the back, but it doesn't flow better up here. And if we have a good flowing engine, then that means we have a more efficient engine, one that runs better and one that makes slightly more power, because we're already running a little bit more horsepower, probably about 5 more from the exhaust alone. So yeah. That's my justification for this. Now, this is the only engine mod I plan on doing. I plan on doing more mods to this car, but not engine mods. Except for maybe one more, but we'll say that for later. Straight up ASMR.
Oh yeah.
Well, please get it all.
Satisfying little plastic.
We're probably not even going to be able to see that piece because it goes down over here. Now, to make it a true cold air intake, what I'm thinking about doing is taking this piece right here and drilling out of it. The only reason I'm so, you know, jumping to cutting into the car is because that piece right there is about $20. So if all else fails, I can just replace it. And if I do decide to sell the car, I can still replace it.
I had an idea. So we used the Dremel a ton.
Oh, yeah. So this is his brother Witt's car. You saw him briefly in the last video that Eli was in.
So we could Dremel that, then maybe Dremel the back half off this, ram air intake.
Not a bad idea. I'm afraid that it's not going to be actually getting cold air, and it's not going to be making a benefit, because the whole idea of a cold air intake is to get cold air. A lot of people will just put it like right here and be like, oh, job done. But it's not really improving at all. There was a clamp there before I took the car in for service, but I'm not really tripping about that. It was already, you know, loose, so I don't really care about that. This on the other, we were getting it like an estimate, and then they decided to put the transmission in without telling us.
So you didn't have to pay for it?
No, we got it at $1,000 discount though, which was enough to justify getting the car. If y'all guys don't know, this is Witt. This is car I was talking about earlier.
I did something.
The wing is crazy.
Oh yeah,
it is insane.
I did a thing.
What do you do? Do you take it off?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, so this is where it goes. You can see this is where the stock intake goes down to.
We don't need no YouTube.
The only thing I'm afraid of is that it's possible that we might have to take the headlight out, which doesn't look too hard, but just to get like down there.
It's bolted down right there.
Right there. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Oh my God. There we go. All right. We successfully got something off. This is the sensor.
We don't need no
something
YouTube.
like that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you just start taking stuff off as long as you remember how to get it back on.
Oh yeah.
All right, this thing is undone.
You see the spoiler even on the.
So this was gonna go down there.
That's what all those pipes are for.
It's gonna go down there.
Yes.
So why do we still have that rubber pipe? Is that gonna
Because
stay?
no, it's not.
Then oh.
It's going like way down in there.
Do you look at that nasty clamp? Wait, that is the worst clamp I've ever seen in my entire life.
All right, so I'm gonna attempt to take off the headlight. It doesn't look too hard. There's only 2 bolts, but we need to get down under there. We have an hour to get this done.
Do we actually?
Yes.
What time is it?
It's 5. Okay, so we've gotten pretty far. I forgot to film a lot of this. Eli got this part on here, but these clamps are being very, very difficult. I got the bumper off, and I'm trying to get the headlight off, but there's one hidden bolt behind the bumper, so I need to take off this bottom piece, and, yeah. And we're trying to get the headlight out so we can get to the rest of the intake, which is down under the headlight. Okay, so they started working on Eli's car because there wasn't really much that they could do over here, but I think I got the intake off. I'm 99% sure. There was a bolt right here, and I can only turn it like half a turn, and then there's a bolt down here. Okay, let's just see if we can get this out. I got it. The intake is off. This is the intake. So intake went from there, down there, back up through here, over here, and I'm assuming this is where it came in, which that's a really cool place for the intake to come out, right in the Hyundai logo, but it was having to go through all of this right here to get over there. I actually can't believe it. We actually managed to pull this off. So you can see it's over here. Eli did this part. We have this going down here. All we need is this tube right here. We need to replace this. And then we need to figure out a way to kind of keep it in place for now. Before we put everything back together, we're going to listen to it. Eli's going to rev the car. All right. I hear it. That's actually sick. That is actually cool.
I was only going to 3,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's what I would have done.
I didn't want to like blow up your engine.
Exactly. So this is what was here before. It was a really efficient but inefficient. One thing I wanted to show you, the intake was actually right here. That's kind of cool.
What?
Yeah, this was the intake, but the problem is it went now it's just the process of getting everything together, and also I need to tighten that up. So now we need to start the process of putting everything back together. This is going to be fun. The only thing I'm really worried about is putting the headlight back in, and there was 2 clips I had to undo down there. I'm worried about getting them back in, but if all else fails, I could just buy some new ones. I just need to be able to drive home, and I forgot to mention I only have 20 minutes to do this. So yeah, we better get moving. All right, we're almost there. I'm just missing 1 clip. And of course, I have no idea where it is. I had sat it up here, but then I grabbed it and did something with it, and I have no idea what I did with it. Time is of the essence right now. I'm about to be late. I need to get home. I missed the cold start, but oh my gosh, that wind, it has like LEDs under it. Dude.
This one car's behind you're gonna see. Get down.
That's crazy. You mind if I give it a tiny baby rev?
Oh yeah.
Just a tiny one.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh my gosh. Yo, this is sick. Hold on. Oh my god.
Here, I'll rev it.
That is nuts.
I gotta get out of here in a second.
Okay, I'm already supposed to be gone. We got. Oh my god! That is stop. That's stop.
And then this is with the valves closed.
That's what the valves close.
So watch. So when I do this is valves closed.
Bro, that makes such a difference. What the
And
heck?
then valves actually does.
That's crazy. Oh, my hands are dirty. Oh my god. The pops were crazy. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Look at this thing. It looks so clean. Oh my gosh. This is sick. All right, see ya. I'm out of here. Whew. Please hit it. Literally just 2 days ago, I was wondering if I'd actually get my car back. All I gotta say is God is good, man. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful to have my car back. And now that it's actually driving somewhat smooth and reliable, I can actually do the stuff I wanted to do to it all along. All right, it is a new day. I know it's kind of a weird cut, but last thing that we need to do in today's video is put the Oxedo lights back in. When I initially had the car towed, I took everything out of the car that I deemed to be important. And I figured I'd save the Oxedo bolts for whichever car I get next. But now that we have this back, we can reinstall them. Unfortunately, I don't have my tripod, so y'all are gonna have to stay right here. I believe we got that done in record time. This is definitely the quickest install I've done. This one took about 5 minutes. Man, that is so much better. I can't tell you how happy I am to have this car back. I just want to say thank you to all of you who didn't unsubscribe after last video, because I expected a lot of people to unsubscribe after that, but they didn't. And that really means a lot, honestly. For those of you who stuck around to the end of the video, thank you so much. We have so much planned for this year. And if this cold air intake install was not worth a like, I don't know what is. I don't know what it is, because I had no idea what I was doing. And it sounds incredible in my opinion. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm the Juice Brother. I'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed rest of your day.